Hey Emily, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. So just to remind you, my name's Sean, and what I'm going to do is just go over 3 things that you guys can implement on your site and online that's going to really help your presence and help bring more job seekers and employers to your agency. So the 3 things I'm going to cover are content, citations, and backlinks. You guys have a nice clean site, which is great, but the one thing that is really missing is content. So Google looks for about 1,500 words or so of content on any given page to determine what the page is about, for one, but then also crawl it for information to see if any of the keywords, or which is just the phrases people are searching for, are on your site. So making sure you have that content there so that the internet, can find what your site's about and help people find you is very, very important. And you're going to want to do that for each type of service you offer. And specifically, you're going to want to do it for job seekers, and then you're going to want a separate page for, the employers, and then a separate space just for the employee service center. And that's going to help those pages be found by the right people when they're searching for it. So as an example, I did staffing agency in Orange County just to kind of show you what I was looking at. And of course, you get the ads right up at the top, which is always a great way to, get influx of work quickly. And I do want to point out that there's 390 people searching for this exact phrase a month. So as soon as you change any words in here, you get a new phrase, and that's a separate keyword. So you got about 390 people searching each month for a staffing agency. And that can be, from an employer or employee or just anybody trying to find it. So again, you got the ads at the top, and then you've got the standard map pack here. So this is a very big, or has a very big impact when it comes to businesses, because people generally stop when they get to the map pack and will click the website or go straight to it. So this is very important to make sure you optimize your Google business page and then constantly keep updating it and have posts go into it to help it continue to grow. One of the major factors, or the biggest factor rather, to rank in this map pack is to make sure you have more citations in your competition. A citation is your name, address, and phone number being listed in a directory. And a directory is something like Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, things of that nature, basically anywhere someone can go to get a list of businesses. So once you have more citations in your competition, it will really push you up to the top. Remember, this Google business page itself is free. You just got to put it together and then optimize it. So the next biggest thing in ranking in this map pack is actually ranking in the organics. And I've got a couple of your competitors pulled up here. I realize, like Robert Half is a pretty big organization, but they're still in your local area, and you're going to want to beat them out, which it is totally doable. All right, so if we take a look at their site, you see how they have a little bit more content on their page, which is going to help them be found quicker and easier for different types of keywords. So we got these other guys pulled up here, staffing and temp agency in Orange County. They also have a little bit more content on their page, but not an outrageous amount. If you guys were to add some more content and just freshen up your site, it will go a long ways for you. All right, so now I'm going to take a look at this tool here we call Ahrefs. And what it does is allows us to look behind the scenes of what's going on and take a look at the backlinks. So a backlink is a link from one website to another. So if a news station reviews your company, or if an employer, decides to give you guys a shout out saying you guys are an excellent hiring agency, then they have a link on their website and they point to yours, well, that's going to be one backlink. And not all backlinks are the same. So if you have a link from a news station, that's going to carry a lot more weight than if you have a link from a blog, from somebody down the street that nobody ever reads. So why that matters is it impacts these scores here. So you got a UR and DR. They're both out of 100. So 0 is bad, 100 is good. The higher they go, the better. It is a logarithmic scale, which isn't really too important to know, but it's harder to get from 50 to 51 than it is to get from 1 to 2. In order to the reason why these scores matter is because these are your trust and power. So the higher they are, the more Google's going to crawl your site and find more keywords related to your website, and that's going to help more and more people find it. So Google wants the popular people to be found. So if we take a look at the competition, of course they've got a ridiculous amount of backlinks when we're looking at all of their entire site. And same thing with these guys, also a very large backlink profile. But when we start looking at their specific page, it is definitely beatable. You're going to just have to start working at it, and over time it will have a huge impact on your business. You will get a lot more natural or organic search volume increase. As you can see just here, that's 390 people just for this one phrase a month. That's substantial. I mean, if you do that across all the different keywords and you start ranking for those, you guys can bring in a lot more employees and employers naturally. So, Emily, I hope you thought this or found this video helpful. If you don't mind, just give me some feedback. I'd really appreciate that, and look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.